to their advantage in terms of just seeing where defensive players are overcommitting.
Man inside, behind the back, scores! Of course, it's Jake Taylor to put the Irish on the board first.
This is big for the Irish because when you off of him and support these matchups, Maryland is deciding to slide. But when Jake Taylor's in slide, he's one of the worst players you can leave because he's automatic. And he shows you he's the complexity of the offense because it gave all those midfielders room to operate because there's no slide.
With the shot, it's like I hit the pipe. Stays with the Irish and Matt Harris. Will Harris. Advantage for Notre Dame, scores! Kavanaugh on the doorstep. They're moving at lightning speed here early, Cart.
Kevin Corrigan and offensive coordinator Chris Wojcik. You see the ability to throw that through pass to the backside. And this is where Kavanaugh loves to set his feet. When you give him the ball around 5 and 5, at the face-off X. He's been terrific, though, in the month of May, the last 2 years outside of that game.
Right. And he's not going against Luke Weirman either today. Turnover for the Irish.
You know, you could point to the
Irish 27. I know you really like the way he's played this year.
He's been terrific the first few games.
Be a look here. Score! It's Eric Spanos. Puts the Terps on the board.
Spanos, a KG vet, redshirt junior. You see, he catches this ball, and Campisi tries to go over his head. Campisi's about 5'11". If you don't land this check, you're in trouble because you're shot ready, and you're going to make it count.
John Tillman, 15th season as the Maryland head coach. His numbers are unbelievable. 10 Final Fours.
Are no stars. But together, they're making it count.
Here's Jordan Faison. Back to Kavanaugh. He'll step in, and that hit the pipe.
Now he's at the top of the box. He's an attackman playing in a traditional midfield spot. He's a 360 attackman. Move him anywhere around.
Angrick gets a good look here. Save made by McNaney. So a couple. Defense all over the place. Great job by the Irish converging on the ball.
And there was Schwitzenberg, and I love.
Nice shot that time by Will Gallagher to prevent the over and back. Shot clock down at 25. Bounce shot goes wide. That time it was Matt Jeffrey, the freshman. Another young man who's been getting a lot more playing time as the season progresses. Stovall gets his left hand free, but Ricciardelli makes the save.
That was the look Stovall wanted because Campisi got caught in a pick, had his hands free, and that's. This is dangerous on a shorty.
Look at that shot.
You got to support that matchup when 14 and White has the ball against a short ball. They ran 9 midfielders. 5 midfielders who scored in last year's championship game are still on this team.
That's amazing. There's one right there. McNaney makes the save.
He's Will Donovan playing defense, chasing and harassing.
Relentless. Stamos is going to get a look here. Ricciardelli makes the save. The freshman, Picorni. If you're a freshman and you're getting run on either one of these two
stick skills and crazy shots like Jake Taylor. I mean, behind the backs, wraparounds. He's got the hands.
I asked Coach to describe his play, and he said, "Score by Faison." More on that later. Got to give 14 and White his flowers, though. Fresh off the gridiron. He knows what it's like to play in a football stadium like.
Target this game last week against Georgetown. He had a couple runs. One, he stuck the corner with his left hand. This time he goes back to his dominant right. And Notre
Dame stays on Kavanaugh. That's a tough shot. Sails it wide. They'll go to Maryland. Nobody backing up for the Irish.
Will Schaller, 27 in black, has tremendous.
the Terps take full advantage. Spanos, for the second time today, finds the back of the net.
To sleep, kind of, right? It looks like he's catching the ball, and then he plants his foot to get underneath him. How quick he changes the direction. It looks like it's just going to be a catch and a transfer so aggressively right off of that catch.
Tree trunks for legs. He's the more physical of the two faceoff men we'll see today for Maryland. Tic-tac-toe passing, and it's loose in front, picked up by the Terps. Back in the hole, though, Cart, because Faison was the one who picked off that pass. More like a DB than a receiver, but he was trying to make some quick offense out of it. Maryland didn't let him. Tough angle shot goes wide. Notre
Called a moving pick there this time. See, Maryland wants to get into the pick game to get the matchup because they know Notre Dame will switch.
Buckner, the bouncer, too high. Saw his fellow football player and face first. Again,
There's
Schultz
Ramsey.
takes a shot and scores.
I love the upside of Schultz. I can't tell if he was right-handed or left-handed. When you watch him last week against Princeton, he goes down the alley and he hits a bullet on the run with his left hand. This time he does it on the opposite side of the field. Caught him kind of guessing, is he going to split back? Is he going to go down the alley? I thought the deceptive movement with
Scored a goal, you're like, Coach, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I don't need
Enough of the
rest.
time off.
I'm 20 years old, it's ridiculous. Angry comes up field, shoots too high.
That's a good call. Can't
Muscle his way through, can't do it on Ramsey.
see how quick they switch. Now you have the switch. Use the pick game because you get the switch.
Erksa scores! Flag down on the play. The officials talk about it in the crease. Wave it off.
Let's take a look. They're saying he's in the crease. He does not land in the goal mouth. Is he pushed as well?
Or does he land in the goal mouth? Watch this. He makes contact with Richard Deli.
Yes, right knee eventually lands in the goal mouth. Whether it's before or after it crosses the plane.
Happened, deemed that there was a penalty.
After the review, the player's in the crease prior to the ball crossing the goal line. It hits the post and then goes in. He's in the crease before the ball crosses, so there's no goal.
For Maryland.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
And the Irish do a nice job of killing off the penalty and getting possession back. Big fella, 6 and white.
Yep. Scored in the national championship game against the Terps last season.
6'6", 225. That shot from Kavanaugh hit his teammate. Ball's loose. Nice job defensively.
He's losing his angle on the dodge by going back to the left hand when he starts at this upper right side.
Now he'll work to the other side as Ford tries to get it inside. He does. No angle though for the shooter. Now he finds one and scores. Daniel Kelly. Not just one for the Terps. And Maryland takes the...
This offensive group, nobody cares who scores. Everyone gets involved, but this senior is the vocal leader. And he's got a lefty cannon of a shot. He's got to his advantage. I think his shooting has improved big time over his 4 years at Maryland. It's been worry if you're Maryland playing this much defense with those extra possessions.
Boost and kill. Forced behind the cage. Again, a delayed call against Maryland on the first whistle. Inside, Taylor scores, though. And Jake Taylor makes certain we won't get an opportunity to see Notre Dame man up yet this afternoon.
A little bit. And Busenkill is a tremendous midfielder. When you watch him, he is at the core of so much of the initiating for Notre Dame. That's not the defense. If there were hockey assists in lacrosse, he'd have a ton of them. This time he gets a real one.
Face onto the middle. Angrick, now he cuts to the middle. Thought he had a shot, but he gets laid out. Busenkill, though, picks up the loose change and buries it. Irish back on top.
Live, This is a tremendous play by Tenon White. Look at Enric. Hold on to the ball and find Busenkill. That's amazing.
What a play.
The level of difficulty to get smacked to the ground.
On the shorty, back to his right. Spanos got his defender on skates a bit. Ricciardelli was able to go up the ladder and rob him. 4 saves for Ricciardelli. Ford's got a shorty on him, takes the shot, it's high. Now we'll get the call.
I think the Terps are going to need
The cage. Jump shot. Ricciardelli makes the save. Backed up by Spanos. 5 saves for Ricciardelli.
That was Ford again, and that is
Spanos. Now he wants a pick to get the shorty on him. Gets a little bit of space here, but no angle to take a shot. Good look to Erksa. Couldn't handle the pass. Some top. Harris gonna have to make something happen. Tried to feed it inside, forced it inside, and between the leg shot. It's the outside of the cage. Wow.
You're never
Set a pick for Kavanaugh. Can't get under his defender. Now he goes to the other side. Look at the attention he draws.
That's advantage Will Schaller. Like I said it in the first quarter, you don't want to get into the body against him.
Spanos on light. That's been a great matchup to watch all game long. 7 in black, 90 in white. Ford. Tight angle, scores!
This is exactly my point. You don't need a pick. Ford is a natural left-handed player, but because of all these lefties on this team, with Keegan and Whittier, he's got to play the right side, but he's just up top. I'd like to see that from him.
Inside, wide open, save made!
That's where you see
Aiken again, he's got his defender hung up. Looking for a cutter, couldn't get it to Kelly. Now he comes upfield, tries to roll back, shoots, and scores. They'll wave it off, though. It was a shot clock violation.
You watch this Terp defense. They pack it in. They know they have a goalie in Logan McNaney. They want you to beat them from the outside.
Turnover. Possession time weighed heavily toward Notre Dame in that first half, but Maryland's, I think, taking that mantle here in the second. Tough angle by Erksa, just fires it high. 10 to shoot. Spanos gonna have to make something happen here. Has no angle. Light shut it down. But he gets it up top. Ford scores!
What a pass by Eric Spanos. Earlier about Bryce Ford, he's a natural lefty. He's at his sweet spot. He's got the time, he's got the room. He sets his feet and pounds that bottom corner.
Kavanaugh, he's the one they'll look to. Can't get under his defender. Picorni tried to get it. Instead, he'll be in the crease. Turnover again.
See, there's two things when you...
Aiken almost knocked off his feet, but he's able to stay on top. Stovall fires it high. And the race to the ball. Instead, it's Maharis and Jeffrey and Finley, your midfielders. On the run, McNaney's favorite sayings from you all the time. Dangerous here. McNaney loses a stick. This is a problem for Maryland. Oh, what a defensive play! The stick.
What a grounder by Schaller. Terps in transition.
Oh my goodness, Daniel Kelly lights up the crowd here at Bobby Dodd.
They will push. Larkin's been a goal scorer, but that time he knows. Give it to the hired lefty gun, the senior Daniel Kelly. Making it. Schaller's been amazing in this game.
Well, you get them the ball there, and Jake Taylor doesn't miss.
Can't defend Taylor. It's right there. Burles just shows too much. That is not the time to slide off of Jake Taylor. He's not beat. Your defensive midfielder is not beat. Or be a shooter down the alley as opposed to Jake Taylor setting his feet from up top.
Whittier, look at that look. Gets it to Keegan out of the middle of the field and shoots it just wide.
He is matching his feet. It's like long strides against choppiness.
Spanos beats Alakwa. Now the slide comes. From distance, it's Schultz. His second of the day.
Someone needs to tap this kid on the shoulder. 2 goals. He was going to the rack like it was a summer league game. Like, he is going. He's not going to be denied. Spanos again pries the defense. Gets the eyes on him. Won by over 12 goals in both games.
Indoors in their indoor facility there at South Bend. It's a whole different ball game here today. That one deflected high and out. Urksa backs it up though.
Daniel Kelly on the field. 45 and black is an attackman.
Kavanaugh, tough angle off the outside. Ooh, big hit delivered right after the horn sounded to end this here. Opted not to take it. Had an alley there. Now face on. Slide comes. Kavanaugh, inside of 10 to shoot. He's gonna have to make something happen. Flies through the air and scores! And it's good!
As his family looks on, get the pick set by Busenkill, and then it's airborne. And there's no goal mouth to deal with behind. Not to get totally dislodged behind the cage, and then the skill to pop it underneath the crossbar. 110 miles per hour. That's another offsides by Notre Dame. That is uncharacteristic of the Irish.
Quick start here for Maryland. And they find a player inside. Urksa scores! Disastrous turn of event.
Tell me they don't know how to play fast. You saw Larkin to Kelly in the third quarter, then a quick restart. They sense when they have an opening. They have a feel of when to go fast.
From us, played at Lassiter High School before playing his final year at IMG, and that man is number 5.
They're not letting these midfielders get a run on their shorties.
Finley, tough angle, bounces it too high. Notre Dame backs up.
What I mean by that is they're engaging quick off the passes. So
in his space, Jeffrey, saved by McNaney, and a great outlet pass. 11 saves for the All-American. Urksa, Spanos scores!
Cotter, this guy's on his technique. Look how deep his stick is. Just sitting on that shot 3 different times. In the first quarter as a Dodger, when he went slow to fast. As a pass.
Again on the shorty. Gets underneath the defender. Had to pass it up to Kavanaugh up top. No angle. Angrick to the middle. Nice pass inside. Saved by McNaney. He's taken over this fourth quarter. On light. Here's Keegan on the shorty with the left. Ricciardelli, he goes up to make a nice save. That's 7 on the day. 40 to shoot, plenty of time. No need to panic. Inside between the legs. Kavanaugh can't get it past McNaney. Made by Ricciardelli. He's going to try an outlet quickly. Shoveled over to Taylor. Great pass inside. Kavanaugh's not going to miss. Taylor's usually on the receiving end of passes like that.
Yeah, Taylor, because he knows there's some pressure behind him. Give it to Taylor, his hands are free. And Kavanaugh times that cut perfectly. And he shoots it at the right face-off guy.
Kavanaugh shoots, scores! And a flag on the end of it to boot. Notre Dame's going to go man up.
Amazing in this fourth quarter with 3 goals. Dodging in the last 2, shooting. He gets popped. Or man down. They are packing it in. Inviting the outside shot. So who are the outside slingers? Dobson was one of those last year. He's not on the roster anymore.
McDonald can opt to shoot it instead. He passes it off, and it's a short-handed goal from Maryland, and a flag on the end of that goal.
McDonald right here in transition, just like Larkin, has the green light. In the timing of these attackmen, you saw Erkson and now Kelly in transition, all off the ball, coming from defense to offense, ignited by the long stick midfield play.
But
that Gravino
still call was still on. But here's another chance for Maryland.
There's Larkin. I'm telling you, these two, 51 and 26, have the green light. And you put him on the right wing, put Keegan on the left. They have Keegan now multiple times on the wrong side of the field.
10 to shoot. Stays with Maryland, but just angry. He does catch it. Now it's loose in front. Dangerously here. Just gets by the goal mouth.
I like how Chris Kavanaugh took Will Schaller in space, but Maryland was prepared. They were waiting and doing this one day. And that's what it's about with these neutral site games. And when you go to places like Atlanta, Georgia, you have that opportunity.
Faison scores on the run. There he is, 14 in white.
Oh boy, field. And he flies and he sticks. The top corner, the opposite side of Logan McNair.
Kavanaugh. Over here to Jeffrey, now back to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh bounces off a defender. Now he's all alone. Shoots! The far end as the clock hits triple zeros. The Maryland Terrapins exact a little revenge after losing 3 in a row, including last year's national championship game here in Atlanta.